Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a fun looking puzzle in front of us. It's called A Dark and Stormy Night by Oatmeal. Now we have a little intro here. So the wind howls outside as rain pelts your window. That's probably about to start happening here in a little bit. The only things illuminating the room are the intermittent flashes of lightning and part of the Sudoku in front of you. Solve it to turn the lights back on. I always like a little bit of lore, if you will. Anyway, let's check out the rules of this thing. Normal Sudoku, so every row, column, and 3x3 box will contain the digits 1 through 9 once each. Digits along a dark gray thermometer must strictly increase starting from the bulb end. Now, it looks like this is the thermo, but we don't know where it starts or stops. Let's say the ends are here. Let's say this is a bulb. It would mean that the bulb starts here, so these are the low digits, and they would increase until they got to the tip. On the other hand, this could be the bulb, and the digit would increase until they got to the tip. Or it could do other things as well. We don't quite know because it's covered in fog. Now, a black dot in between two cells indicates that those two cells must have digits in a 2-to-1 ratio. So this is getting into Kropkis. So these two will be in a 2-to-1 ratio, or one will be double the other. A white dot in between two cells indicates that those two cells must have consecutive digits. So if these two had a white dot in between, they would end up being consecutive digits. Digits in a killer cage must sum to the value in the top left of the cage. Digits cannot repeat in a cage. Again, we don't see anything right now. So if you had like a cage like this, if it said 19 in the corner, all of these digits would add to 19 without repeating. Okay, so the sum of digits along a double arrow line is equal to the sum of the digits in the circles at either end of the line. So if we had a circle here and a circle here, and we had line that went between them, the digits on the line would add to some value, and that would be the exact same value that the digits in the circle add to. And then finally, we have adjacent digits on a dark green German whisper line must have values at least 5 apart. Now, if we had a German whisper, let's say here, there's a lot of that we can't see here, so it's making it a little harder to tell the instructions here. But if this was a dark green line going between those, whatever this digit here is, this one would be 5 away from it, this one would be 5 away from that one, and so on and so forth along the line. And that's that. So those are the rules. Link's going to be in the description below as always. Let's jump in this one, see if we can figure it out. I love me some fog. Let's see. What are we going to do? Do we want to start here and think about what this actually can be? I'm just going to put those in for a second. Now, let's think. Yeah, I think we can determine that this will be the beginning of the thermo. Because let's think about it from the other side. Well, if this is the end of the thermo, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least. So this would have to be an 8. And then you can't put the 4 next to it because then you'd be breaking your thermo. So this is the beginning of the thermo, which means it can't have an 8 on it. Probably can't have a 6 either, right? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, there's no 6. What about the 4? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, no. Okay, let's get rid of you. And it can't have a 3 on it, so it's going to be a 1 and a 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't know if it ends here or not, so let's put those options in. Oop, not you. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9 are possible. Now, because we don't know, is that right? Why am I? Yeah, this could be an, okay, if this could be an 8 and there could be another bit of thermo somewhere. Obviously, it can't be a 9 and there'd be another bit of thermo, but anyway, point remains. Those are the options. So this guy here can't be 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, or 7, 8. So it has to be 8, 9, which means this is 7. Okay. And that means this is 6, 5, 4, and 3. And now we do know it ends here, but we still don't know if it's the 8 or the 9. This here, though, is a 1. And now we have more info to work with. So we've got a 6-cell clue here. And we know it's going to be a 3-cell, and we're going to know it turns. Why is that? Well, how would you make, if it's only a 2-cell, how do you make a 6? It's either 5-1 or 4-2. Can't work. If it's a 3-cell, which it can go up to, it has to be 1, 2, 3. Well, the 1 can't go in either one of these two. It can't continue this way. It could either turn down or turn up. It does one of them, and this is 2, 3. Now, I don't want to necessarily put anything in these guys because I don't know which way this thing turns. Okay. Now we have another thermo down here that I don't know we can really get into just yet. We also have this double arrow line. So whatever this digit is, these two have to add to it. And it can't be 5, 8, or 9. So this one can't be 1, can't be 2, can't be 3, because we can't put 1 in either of these. Can't be 4 for the same reason. Can't be 5, like we said, so it's either 6 or 7. And can we work out what it can be or what the options are? Because if it was... No, it can't be 6 either. Yeah, how would you make the 6? It's kind of similar to thought process in a slightly different way, but same concepts. If this is a 6, this is either a 2-4, can't be a 2-4, or it's a 5-1. Can't be a 5-1. This is 7. And then these guys, we know it can't be a 6-1. It could be a 2-5, and it's going to be a 2-5 because it can't be a 3-4. 2-5. And this one here is the 5. Oop, gotta be on the right thing, and the 2. Hey, we got a little whisper up here. Literally just a whisper of a German whisper. All right, cool. Now we know where this guy turns. As the world turns. For some reason that popped into my head. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I never watched it. I just know it existed. Anyway, because if this turns up, we said this had to be the 1. Well, that means this has to be a 2. Can't be. This is the 1. And now we know that these two digits add to the same value as these two digits. Is that helpful? Because if we start to think about, and these guys, of course, are consecutive, so they can't be for 1, 2, or 3. Oh, so it just has to be a 4 or 5 pair. Because we can never go any higher, because you can't make these guys add up to 11, which would be the next option. If we don't do 4 or 5, we could go to 5, 6, like that's 11. 1 and 10 doesn't work. This is an 8. Because these have to add to 9, which means this is 9 and 8. Now we know this is a 16 clue and it's 2 digits, so it is a 9, 7, which means this is an 8. Now that can't be a 9 because we couldn't put the 8 on the Kropki, so we can do those. This then has to be a 6, and we're on to a German whisper, so this is a 1. And this has to be a high-ish digit, can't be 6, 7, or 8. It's 9. Perfect. Now we're starting to creep closer to this thermo over here. Did we open anything else up? Like, where does a 9 go in this region? Well, it goes here. These have to be, what, 6 and 7, which means this is 7 and 6. And we can't quite tell what these are. We do know what these 3 digits are, though. I'll just put them in here. They are 6, 7, and 8. We don't quite know what the rest of them are, though, although we could technically start putting some things in, but I don't know if I want to go down that road just yet. So, do we have anything else we can start working with on some of these things? Shush phone. Or do we have any kind of Sudoku we could even think about? One of those would be a 1 because you can't put a 1 midway through a thermo we don't know which way it's going, but this is still midway through it. One of those would be a 2. I feel like we might be able to do something here, but let's think about it, I guess. It can't be 1, 2, or 2, 3. It could be 3, 4. Can't be 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, or 7, 8. But it could be an 8, 9 if this was the 8 and this was the 9. So essentially, no. 4, 5 though. This is a 4, 5 pair. We can put these guys in and that might sort this out. This is 2, 3, and 8. And these have to be 1, 6, and 7. So that didn't sort that out, but this is not 7. Okay. This is not 8. We might have to start thinking about this thermo, even though I don't know that there's much on it. But let's think about a couple of these digits, and maybe it'll open our eyes as to where this thing goes. Let's start here, then we'll go to here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could be 1, 3, 4, or 5. Does that actually do anything? Well, actually, let's think about... No, I guess we can't, can we? I'm going to say, could we reduce that any further, but not really. So we can't, even with these guys here, we can't really determine what this thing does, where it starts from, where it ends. And this could easily be going in either direction, because this could be like a 5 and this could be a 3, which would work. Or this could be this could be the 3 and this could be the 5, something like that. Anyway, let's see. What else do we have now to work with? Let's go back to our Sudoku real quick, because one of these is a 1. We said one of these two is. We know one of those will be a 2. We know one of those will be a 2. We know there's a 3 down here somewhere. 4 is not really... Oh, this is a 5. There we go. 5, 4, 5. This now can't be 4, so this can't be 3. That's a little bit of something. Can we do more with the Sudoku then? One of these will be a 4. We said there also is a 3 in one of these guys. So let's put those in. Maybe we're going to get something we can work with. And one of these is a 7. Anything else we can say about this guy down here? Yeah, there's a 2 in here as well. This is 2, 3, 4. This is not 4. Let's get rid of this stuff. Which means this is a 6, 7. So this is the 6 and the 7. And I did it backwards. This is the 6 and the 7. Now we know which way it's going. This can't be a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't be a 3. This can't be 6, 5, or 2. So this could be... Well, actually, this can't even be a 3, because we can't put a 1 down here. So this is 4, which means this is 5, which means this is 3 and 2. Good. Now we've got something here we can work with. This is not a 7. This is not a 6 either, because we can't put a 3. This is 8. And this will be a 4. These are not 8s. That 4 is going to get this guy going. 5 and 4. Perfect. This is not 4. So you're not 2. You're not 3. This is 2 and 3. So that forces 2, 8, 3. Did that? No, it didn't. But we know what these couple guys are. So we've got a 2, which has to go here, and a 9. And we also have a 1 and a 3. This is a 1, 3 pair. What are you two? 5 and 6. So we can do that. 6, 5. That's going to give us the 7 and the 6. Again, we have this little guy sticking up here, but we're going to try to work this out as much as we can first. What are these guys? 1 and 9? We can do that. 1, 9. These have to be 7 and 8, so we can do that. And we can come up here and do the 1 and the 3. Good, good, good. Now, let's start thinking about this German whisper, because we know what these 3 digits are. They are 1, 4, and 9. This can't be a 4. This could... Don't know if we can work that out. Let's look at these, though, and then see if we can work something to this corner, because we know it does this. So what are these 3 digits? They are 5, 7, and 8. This one's not a 5, so this is the high digit, which means this is the 1, which means this is a 9 and a 4. Good. Now this is not 5 or 7, so it's 8, 7, 5. And let's put these guys in. Actually, let's do this. The 8 says this just is the 3, so this is the 4. This is a 1, 6 pair. Can't be a 1, so 6 and 1. These are not 1s. And this one actually just is the 6 and the 7. What are you two? 2 and 3. Let's put those in. 3 says you are 2 and 3. What are these groupings? We need a 2 and a 9. And this, we need a 5 and an 8. We can do that. 8 and 5. And we're almost done with our fog. Let's go through these guys. What do we need? 3 and 4. We're good. 3, 4, 2, 3, 9, 2. This is a 1, 6. This is the 1. This is the 6. This is an 8, 9. So 9, 8. And there we go. You solved the puzzle. Solution is correct. It's got quite a few solves in only less than a day at this point. So clearly a very approachable fog puzzle, but also a very fun puzzle. Really did enjoy how you can work all that stuff out and get moving. And then each little bit just pops in enough to give you a little nugget to keep going on. So very fun. Yeah, I can't talk, so I'm going to stop talking. Very fun puzzle. Hope you all enjoyed it. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.